Monet Amal Davis. Yeah, I have my Amal Davis right next to me. We're gonna review the first kind of movie after so long that's made me laugh throughout the entire time. Welcome, guys. Welcome to Buddies and Blockbuster. I'm your host AJ, and I have Bob with me. You might be scratching your head in some time when I reveal the movie's name because why is he here, right? We're gonna review the one and only Premalu, who's just making waves and doing so well across the board, especially in Kerala. It's a Malayalam movie, and yes, I'm a so-called Malu.
നമസ്കാരം.
But I forced Bob to go and watch this movie because it was so good, right? It's a good piece about this movie. It's all newcomers. When I say newcomers, most of these actors have been in other movies as supporting actors and not the leads. And this is the first time that they've actually been in the lead, which is really good. The main actor is Neslin. I really liked him. He's done a lot of roles in other movies. He's done a great job in this. Mamita Baiju, who's not somebody that I've seen in other movies, but I really liked her character in this movie, and a lot of other supporting actors, which makes this movie so good. I don't think if there were a couple of people not there in those roles, I don't think this movie would feel this good. But there's a reason on why this movie is doing so well. I just want you guys to know, yes, it's making a lot of money in Kerala, but there were over 10 shows in the US in the theater that I went to. That doesn't happen. This is for the past 2 weeks, there's over 10 shows for a Malayalam movie. If it was a Hindi movie, Telugu, Tamil, and stuff like that, it's normal. And I feel when I went in, I went with zero expectations because I was like, okay, comedy, romance. But like I said, I was laughing throughout the whole movie. You know, the story for the most part, I'm not going to spoil much. I'm going to keep it high level. The director has done a good job in highlighting two worlds of two people, one in the corporate life of a you know early 20s or mid 20s individual going through the struggle of wanting to make it in a career, and you have a contrast on the other side where you have somebody from a not so more of a below the middle class trying to get his way, trying to figure out what he wants to do in his life. And it's a stark opposite because you have kind of a richy vibe going, and you have the other side, which is kind of poor, doesn't have much money. And that blends in, and two worlds coming together is so good. And the fact that they've enhanced it with all the comedy, when I say comedy, this is not just jokes after jokes. This is realistic conversations that you and I have, right? That's what makes this movie a lot more funnier and relatable. And a lot of people, at least in India, is going to relate to it because of the corporate life, the team vibe that's happening, and so many realistic moments that you will look back and you will think, okay, no, I've gone through this. Those are the things that makes this movie stand out, and I like the innocence that makes it really good. The other piece is there's a lot of action movies coming out. It's either action movies, sci-fi movies, the whole drama over the past couple of months. And when you have something like this, super grounded, realistic, just like you and I having a conversation and keeping it simple, this is like a refreshment. And that's why this movie is doing so good. A point would be everybody's talking about this being kind of similar to Premam. I don't think it's exactly the same, mainly because it's its own story. It has a uniqueness. But Premam was the launch pad for Nivin Pauly. I feel it's the same thing for Neslin, who's the main lead. I feel it's going to do the same thing for Namita as well. They both are going to do wonders. It's a good launching pad for both these leads. Now, like I said, it's not just about the two leads. It's about the supporting actors who complement this whole story. We have Amal Davis, like I said. Everybody, no matter how many friends you have, you're going to have that one friend, just like I have Bob, right? You're going to have that one friend who's going to be with you throughout the whole time, struggles, bad times, good times. But the fact that they've shown that, and the bond between Sachin and Amal is so good, and it's showcased that it's not just about the connection, it's about how realistic both of them are about the scenarios that they go through. And then there's this one character. Everybody's going to relate to this. Is I'm just going to name it. I'm just going to call it. It's Adi. and we all have teams, we all have team leads, we all have like people. And when I saw this guy, I always felt he's the most annoying guy, and I feel like beating the shit out of him. You will also relate to it because the fact that he's made me hate him so much, he's done a good job. That's his role. He's done the best in that piece, and I'm pretty sure everybody, whoever is working in a corporate company, you will have one Adi with you in your team. So overall, I really like the movie. I don't want to spoil much. I think this is something that everybody can watch. It's there's comedy, there's romance a bit, the realistic journey of two people going through their lives. Of course, want to be in a relationship, but also all the other circumstances that surrounds it. That's something that I really liked, and it was such a good feeling. I'm actually going for it for the second time again, and I made sure that Bob went and watched this. Now, keep in mind, I'm the Mulder, he's not the Mulder, right? And the fact that I forced him to go and he liked it, hopefully, is something to say. So if you have the time, it's not that you need to go to the theater. I'm pretty sure if it comes in the streaming platform, this is a movie you can keep watching multiple times. You're not gonna get bored of it because of the bunch of comedy and the realistic feel and the innocence of the movie. So, Bob, for a Malayalam movie, what do you think of Premalu?
The first thing, like, why do we connect to the Malayalam movies? It's because of the stories which happens in our real lives. So they get those kind of stories so that we get connected to that. And yeah, when AJ forced me to go and watch that movie, I was like, okay, what is there? Because no big actors or somebody. It was like all some new people where I don't even know about them. And still, like AJ forced me, like, you have to go, you have to go. I just went. First, we have to appreciate all the characters, supporting characters, lead, the director, songs, music, everything was perfect. I liked it the way they narrated the story, especially the corporate and as well as the middle class person, how he struggles and other stuff. That I really liked it. And here, the most, the funniest character is the Amal Davis. And I believe like everybody has in their life, one Amal Davis will be there where he will force the other guy to get into the trouble and he will make him like feel like, no, I did it for you, not for me. That was very funny. And complete throughout movie, I was laughing only somewhere like where he was not there, maybe for 5-10 minutes. I was just watching it, but wherever he was there, I was completely laughing. Like from the starting, from the beginning till the end. Even in the end, and especially we have to appreciate the characters. Like once you watch the movies, you'll get into the characters. The lead is like Sachin, Renu, and side characters Amal Davis, Kartika, and Adi, Thomas, and few more characters we have it. Everybody has done exactly like they have reacted spontaneously whenever that actions came. So my rating is out of 5. I'm gonna give 4. Wait a second, AJ, you didn't give the rating. What's your rating for
Oh,
this movie? You are the one who forced me to go. Like, what is your rating?
you get four. My God, I'll I'll give it one out of five. That's
1. You forced me to go and watch it, and you're telling 1. How can you give 1?
JK. Just kidding. No, 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 no. There's no way. Me giving one. Come on. This movie definitely deserves an AJ tacular. So it's a 5 on 5 from AJ. So yeah, I think guys, as you hear from Bob, we both loved it. It's a movie for everybody. Anybody can relate to it, and it's something that you guys should go and watch. If it's there in a theater near you, be sure to watch Premalu, and if not, it's going to come on the streaming platforms, and be sure to watch. So hopefully you loved our review. Be sure to continue to like, subscribe, and share.